much more solid sounding. I swear it doesn't usually happen. Alright guys, Craig here from the Broken Axle Podcast. I'm about to tear apart my minty interior on this 2000 Sierra to install a new sound system. Many of you who watch the channel also know that I'm about to do 2,263 miles across the country, and one thing I want to help out with is kind of just road noise. So we're going to insulate everything, and while we're in there, we're going to replace the 21-year-old speakers. We also got the corner speakers here, and yeah, I'm going to record all this with my phone and kind of work at more of a mechanic's pace than a YouTuber's pace, because I want this done. But yeah, this is before, and let's start tearing it apart. I'm going to do this section in a voiceover, and I should really have a tripod set up at this point and speed lapse this, but basically it's a door trim removal. You want to stick your tool underneath there and carefully pry up, not to pop stuff loose. For you guys with the GMT 800, it's going to be 3 screws on various places on the door to remove it, and then you're going to basically shove the thing upwards to get it off the plastic hooks, making sure not to break any of them, and you're going to reveal the plastics underneath. So the products we're using today is going to be a combination of 2 different companies. We're using Noico for their heat and sound insulation. This is their thick close seal foam, and then we're using a combination of Kilmat 5 or 50 mil and their 80 mil stuff. Oop, 80 mil stuff. This is the stuff that I'm mainly leaning on. This is going to be like the steak and potatoes of this whole thing. I'm going to use this everywhere, and then the places that I need a little bit more flexibility, we're going to use the thinner stuff, and the places that I want thermal insulation, we're going to use the thicker stuff. This is going to go probably on the inside of the door, and then on the roof in the back of the cab, and if I have extra, well, I have extra. I have another box coming. I have 2 of these, but I have another box of this, and then I have some of the 300 mil for namely the transmission tunnel and the firewall. But I really want to get the roof and the back of the cab insulated. The interior of the vehicle might be done tomorrow, as I'm waiting for that. Today is just going to be purely speakers and door panels. So everyone by now has seen like the doors that have gone done up, and they have all the little plating on the outside and on the inside of the door skin. What most people don't actually think about too is on the back side of the door trim. Take a look at that. We got foam insulation here too, and it looks like bug juice. But yeah, so I'll be adding a little bit of the Noico 150 mil to the back of these panels here and here at the very bottom, or sorry, at the very top, and then probably around the speaker surrounds as well. That's not useful. Alright, so this is going to be a terrible example, but this is all I can do for right now. So we're going to take my finger and take a listen. Alright, let's try to fix that. This is that part where you bang on the door and go, oh man, it's echoey. Everyone should know by now when you're doing insulation like this, it's like a cymbal. Put my phone up in there. So what we're going to try to do, it's terrible. What we're going to try to do is put on a strip that goes here, and then a strip that goes here, and then pay special attention to the area where the speakers go. Interestingly enough, it had a set of Pioneers already in it. So I've got these handy dandy metal screws and holes already punched out. So we just might reuse those. If I was thinking smart, I would have gotten a replacement window motor. It's kind of slow, but it does work, and if it works right now, we're not going to fuck with it. Alright, time to clean. So now that we've insulated the outer door skin, and we got the road noise from getting into the truck, there's noise that can be had inside the truck too. If we look at this panel here, super noisy. And of course we got the speaker cutouts. That'll all resonate and vibrate too if we don't take care of it. Now there's going to be some vibration anyways because this has a metal door spring hinge on it, but we can alleviate a lot of it by doing the outside. So we're going to start on that next. Once again, we're using alcohol. Let's see. Here we go. Isopropyl alcohol and some blue towels, and I'm just going around. I did not want to remove this fully. Let's look at it. This is the weather shield or whatever else, and we want to keep that in one piece. I can't get it out of this rod here, and I don't want to mess with it. So we'll just have it tucked out of the way, and when I get to another position, I'll just tape it up out of the way, and we'll go from there. I really wish I thought to buy another one of these. Oh well. Alright, so after the first layer there, I'll post a picture up here. Bam! Alright. So after that first layer, we're going to do the little finger test. Much better. Much better. And then we're going to start working on the back side of the aluminum or steel. Alright, that took entirely too long, but I think we have the first and second layers done. The people on Instagram have been following along, but for you YouTubers, I use the 80mm kill mat on the inside and the outside, and you can see already on the inside there, I have the 150mm Noico mat, and these guys said to use the 80mm first and then use the heat and cool insulation over the 80mm. Now, I don't know if I want to do the outer skin and the inner skin in the 150 because I only have 60 square feet and I got a lot of interior space there. However, I think I'm gonna put maybe a panel down here and maybe a panel up here and then call it good. The inside there also needs some insulation too, but I got some leftover kill mat that I can use. And then we're gonna button this up. I am gonna do a radio install, but that's gonna be for a different video, maybe. Yeah, on second thought, I'm not going to do a stereo system install. There's plenty of them for the trucks out there, but basically you got two wires that are coming from for your stereo input. Since mine already had an aftermarket speaker in here, I already have like these gnarly holes and I have these attachments, so I'm just going to probably butt splice some new ones in. And then I think these are the tweeters, and yeah, I think that's it. Sticky stuff. But it sounds cool. Alright, had a quick stop for lunch and now we're back at it again. I just used 2 panels and covered up a big opening here and got some of the more flat parts and spaced out a couple of the holes for when we mount the original panel back on, and I even went so far as to kind of layer up the switches here. I think this is overkill, but we're going to install the speaker now and the tweeter and then move on from there. So this part was kind of annoying, but what you have to do is take the tweeter mount off, which you can see is there is broken, and then drill out a hole that's big enough. And of course this is getting in the evening and I don't have a hole saw, so I just took a Dremel and started carefully chipping away until I was able to set it in and then mount it up via the back, and it actually turned out way better than I thought it would. Now the mount itself is broken, but I just wood screwed it in, and because it's going to be under mesh you can't see it, but that's what I did for the tweeter. Oh, it's got a high bypass filter too. These things are awesome. I had a lunch and then I started working on the speakers a little bit. I want to do it off screen just because it's simple. You got 2 wires that come from the car. You got 2 wires that go to the speaker as the guy rubs behind me. We have the tweeter wires here too, which I actually cut the pigtails off of to rewire into my new tweeters, which are sitting behind this guy right here. I didn't decide to put these on because I think that I have enough insulation on the truck door where it's not going to matter. So at this point, just slap the door on and see if it all works. Dope. And just like that, the door is on. Alright, so some notes. Depending on how thick, you're going to struggle with it. I'm sweating right now and it's only like 72 degrees. Now the door's all buttoned up. I'm just going to... I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but nice solid. Then we're going to come around to here. I already started disassembling this door a little bit, but closed. You can hear it the most at the bottom.
exact same thing on the other door and finished it up today, and the day that I'm actually editing this. And took it around the neighborhood, and I noticed immediately the noise floor was a lot lower. Noise floor is just how much ambient noise or how much noise there is in the vehicle when you're driving around. It's a lot lower in regards to, like, it's not as loud, not like physically where it's at. I haven't taken it out on the highway yet. Rather pump out this video than take it for a test drive. But yeah, link will be in the descriptions for all the products that I used. I am not affiliated right now, but we might change that. And stay safe.